What is cognitive theory? Great question. Let's talk about it. Cognitive theory is actually pretty easy and simple to explain. Simplified down, all cognitive theory is saying is that our thoughts, or what we think, affects how we're going to feel about a situation. The reason that cognitive therapy, or any therapy that looks at what you're thinking, is important is because it's very hard to get directly out of emotion. It's very hard to just say, okay, be happy. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Otherwise, my job would be very easy. So, if we can't get directly at the emotions, we have to get at it another way. And how we do that is we start looking closely at that internal dialogue, at those thoughts. And what we're looking for generally is the negative ones. Those thoughts where you're beating yourself up. Those thoughts where you're looking down on other people or the world. Those type of thoughts often influence some negative mood. So if we can identify those thoughts and potentially change them, then maybe we can also change your mood. If you're getting value from this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Or if you think about a question that maybe you want me to answer, go ahead and put that in the comments. Because negative thoughts can be really powerful and people can truly believe them, what we don't do is just tell you to think something different right off the bat. That generally does not work. Maybe you've heard the advice before. Just think more positive. And although usually when people say that, they're well intended, it's a lot harder than that. Just saying things to yourself that are different is not very helpful unless you actually believe them. So in therapy, in cognitive therapy, we not only identify negative thinking, but we challenge negative thinking. And we're challenging it to see if it's even true or not, if it's complete or not. And if what we're telling ourselves isn't 100% true or complete, well, then we work on telling ourselves something different at that point. But you see how there's a step in between. We don't just identify steps or identify negative thoughts and then tell ourselves something different. Negative thoughts are too powerful for that. What we have to do is we have to break down the negative thoughts first. We have to challenge them first. Kick the legs out from under them. And then we can work on telling ourselves something different. Now, is that something different going to be completely always positive? Not always. But what it will be is more true and more complete. And most of the time, because we're the best at beating ourselves up, most of the time, when we look at thoughts that are more complete and more true, it's actually a little bit better than what we're actually telling ourselves. And when we tell ourselves that new thought, usually we feel a little bit better. Something to think about. If this video was helpful for you, and I hope that it was, please like it or consider subscribing to my channel if you want to learn more about mental health. But more important than that, if this video was helpful for you, then that means it can probably be helpful for another veteran or another friend or family member of a veteran. So I ask that you share it with them, because at the end of the day, that's really what all of this is about. One veteran trying to help